Yeti versus Ozark Trail. Which mug is better and why? Let's find out. All right, so a few things before we begin here. I want to go over that this is not going to be a review of these two mugs when it comes to performance. Let's face the reality of it, these are both vacuum sealed tumblers, and this vacuum, the performance shouldn't really be any different between both of these. And there's plenty of videos out there of people comparing these, and they're all pretty excellent. Everyone agrees that a vacuum sealed tumbler is better than your traditional type tumbler. Now, maybe your Yeti might hold ice or hot beverages for maybe an hour or two longer than your Ozark Trail. But I've seen some videos where like your Yeti holds ice for 24 hours and your Ozark Trail holds it for 23. I don't think it's really a big enough difference to make a difference. So I want to focus more on the features between the two of these. And I picked both of these because Yeti is the original tumbler, vacuum sealed stainless steel tumbler, and Ozark Trail has a wide distribution because it is Walmart's house brand. But there's plenty of other options out there if you want to go a different route between these two. And I will say on price point, the Walmart one, this is a larger model here. This one is about $9. I believe they have a plain stainless one without any coloring. That's more like $7. And then the Yeti, now this is a smaller size, but the same equal size of the Ozark Trail. That one runs about like $34 or something like that. So a considerable price difference. So I think the Ozark Trail is typically a slightly better value just in regards to that. But I do want to take a look at these. I have some 3 major points I want to go over. So first one is lids. Now your Ozark Trail has your traditional commuter mug type lid where it snaps open and then snaps back on this little tab here. This is an OK system. I have noticed that this tab started to wear down a little bit. It's going to be robust for a long time, but it will wear out eventually after continued use. Also as well, having these little rubber stoppers here and this little gap underneath here, you will get potentially some condensation. Coffee, water can get moldy. I've had some other mugs, not this brand, but mugs with similar lid designs that do get moldy like that. As far as durability on this plastic is a little bit less thick and robust than the Yeti. It's been adequately durable. I've dropped this mug a fair amount of times, this commuter mug. But it hasn't broken, but I do think this is less durable than the Yeti's plastic. Now, the lids is where I really think Yeti shines over Ozark Trail, and they have this type of system here. This is on some of the newer models. There is a lot of different options. I'll go over some different options for Yeti mugs in a little bit, but this is what's coming out of most of the newer models from what I've been able to see. And this is just a standard slider, kind of like you're used to on a lot of other mugs like this. But the nice thing about this one is that it's magnetic, so you can pull this off, and it's just a magnet on the back of this that attaches here, and this slides. So there's no parts or anything to wear out. It's all magnetic. You can rip this off and clean underneath it so there's no condensation, mold, moisture, or anything like that can build up under there and get gross. Like I said before, I think the plastic on this is a little bit more robust. I do think the clear is a little bit nicer to see, the status of what you have inside. If it's a cold beverage, is there still ice in it, and things like that as compared to the translucent type color of the Ozark Trail lid. One other thing about both of these lids is that they do have rubber seals here. These like rubber seals on both of these. You can take these off and clean underneath them. So that's a nice feature of both of these. A couple other things about Yeti with their lids. You can get a standard type of lid. This is off of an older model of Yeti, or an older model Yeti. I can have a standard lid like this with no particular opening or closing. And then you have this one as well, which is the mug that lid originally came with. We got this add-on with a straw. And this is my wife's Yeti, and she has a straw attached. There is a lot of different lid options out there. You just check out Yeti's website and you can see kind of all the different options there as well. I have noticed that your Ozark Trail lids and your Yeti lids are compatible. So this is that older Yeti lid I was showing you. This is that Ozark Trail mug I was showing you. They are compatible. They fit well. They fit very well, actually. It's not anything different. There wouldn't be any size difference because the Ozark Trail is a copy of the Yeti, so I wouldn't imagine there'd be a size difference there, but they fit just like they would on their original equipment. Moving on to the bodies of these, there is a couple different options. So we'll start with the Ozark Trail. This is a no-name type coating. It's been robust. I haven't had an issue with it. Ultimately, it's really just cosmetic because the stainless steel underneath is where the real durability of this product comes from. This is just for looks. I mean, like I said before, you can buy these without any coating on them at all. But it is a little bit thinner than on the Yeti. The Yeti does tend to have a thicker coating. And this one is actually Duracoat brand. Duracoat's like a industrial type coating used on firearms and other things that is robust, especially in situations where there's a lot of abrasion, and abrasion resistance is important. And this feels a little bit thicker as well. Although we'll note on this one in particular, it doesn't go down the whole way to the bottom, where on this Yeti, which is another one of my wife's, it does go down the whole way. And this is more of like a colored stainless steel. This isn't really a coating. This is kind of a treatment done to the stainless. So that I wouldn't feel would be as robust as maybe your Duracoat type coating, but just kind of some different options in the Yeti world with these two coloring options. And the last thing here where I really think that the Ozark Trail shines is on the base plate. So when you take a look at the Ozark Trail here, you have a nice rubber pad on the bottom. This is great for putting your mug down on a flat surface where you don't want it to slide around. You know, if you're at work and you have a desk, or you're somewhere where it's a little bit, you know, wetter environment. This is just a lot more grip and traction with the Ozark Trail base plate as compared to the Yetis, which doesn't have anything. It's just stainless steel. This can scratch some surfaces up and it slides around a lot easier. And it's loud too. And I think for most people, the noise isn't going to be a huge issue. But if you are an outdoorsman and you're taking this on some sort of adventure, you know, hunting or something like that, and you need to set this down somewhere and it's metal on metal, that can make a noise and it could scare some game away. So that's a consideration as well. So I'm definitely a big fan of this on the Ozark Trail. I think it's its best feature overall. Now, one other thing that I wanted to talk about, which has kind of developed recently, and I have had this this Yeti for, in particular, this blue one I've been showing you for about 3 months now. Now, this one of my wife's, she's had it for more like 3 years. So we've used Yetis and she's been very happy with this one. And I say it's been pretty robust and durable. But on this newer one, I've actually seeing some rust. I don't know if you can see that there on this part here, rust on my Yeti there. And that's supposed to be stainless steel. So I don't know what's up with that, but I'm pretty disappointed about that. I think for a premium product where you're paying, you know, $30 for a mug to drink water out of and coffee, you should definitely have some better quality control than that. And you know, before anyone says about, you know, putting chemicals or anything on it, I work in a job where I'm very familiar with stainless steel. We use it every day. And both of these mugs, both of these two were bought at the same time, and this one has been around a lot longer. You know, they go through the same dishwasher, the same environments and conditions. So I can't imagine this would have had any chemical treatment on it different than any of the other ones. So, bottom line, which one do I feel like you should get? I think it's actually a combination of both. I think your base mug should be an Ozark Trail. I mean, $9 compared to $34, it's really a no-brainer. And the only real shortfalls with this is the surface isn't as durable and there's not as many color options. You know, the Ozark or the Yetis have some great color options. That's the whole reason why 3 years ago my wife picked this one over an Ozark Trail, not because she really cared about brand, but she really liked this coloring style, and Yeti still has a lot better colors than Ozark Trail. Although I will say Ozark Trail has stepped up their game color-wise. I have noticed recently they've introduced some new colors in their lineup. But I would pick your Ozark Trail. I think it's cosmetically, that's the only difference. This rubber plate is the best, and I would take the Ozark Trail lid and use it if you want. It's not a bad deal for $9, but your best value is going to be to pitch that lid, you know, and grab a Yeti brand lid. Now this straw is nice. It's not great for coffee, but it's great for water. But you take that Yeti lid, put it in your Ozark Trail, and you have a better lid system from Yeti, and you have the cheaper body from Ozark Trail, and you end up spending like $19 for this whole setup, depending on what lid you use, as compared to spending, you know, $35 for this. And you'd have to buy the upgraded lid anyways if you wanted a different type lid. Now they make bigger ones with this magnetic system. I think this would be great on an Ozark Trail tumbler. Well, I don't have a bigger version of this. I haven't got around to grabbing that yet. But I think that would be your best bet for your most value. $19 to get the best features of both as compared to spending $35 and getting a product that's really missing out on that nice you know, rubber pad on the bottom. So just wanted to go over that. Yeah, I know mugs aren't the most interesting thing for people, but this is kind of one of those gear items where we kind of gloss over it a lot of times, but you're drinking and you're hydrating every day. You know, most people drink coffee every day. We all need to drink water every day. So this is definitely an item that we should look more into. And if we're going to be, you know, hydrating all the time, which we should be able to have the best gear possible to do that. So this is Dawn with Resolute Outdoors. Please like, share, and subscribe. As well, we did open up recently a Instagram page. The link for that is down below, along with upper links to Yeti and, you know, Ozark Trail mugs and some of the lids and stuff like that. One other note I wanted to make before I go, I know Yeti has the handles for these larger ones. I think for some of the smaller ones too. I haven't tried if they're compatible with the Ozark Trails, but I can't imagine they wouldn't be. And actually Ozark Trail might have their own house brand of those as well. So that's just another consideration, another accessory you can add on. So please like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, guys, I'll see you.